My people, how una dey do? Make I take greet una based on time wey una dey follow see this video. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How una dey do? So based on news wey dey reach us fresh from the oven right now, be say the ooni don land for the hospital. Yes, he don land himself for hospital. We dey follow talk say all these gbasgbos wey these women dey do go definitely land this man for hospital. Everybody dey think say na joke, but see as e be right now, olori naomi is heavily worried that the husband is currently in the hospital as we speak. This takes us back to when Ashley came out to write a lot of things for the Ooni. So many things. She wrote a lot concerning the Ooni, and when she mentioned health, everybody was like, what is happening? Tell us. If Ooni has health issues, then you people will be held responsible for it. But from that point come today, they just discussed the matter. Nobody took it serious, and here we are today. The Ooni has landed in the hospital. They are calling it a normal medical routine checkup, but everybody is not finding it to be just a normal medical routine checkup, because if you want to go by all that these women have done, right from when Naomi left the palace in December 2020, come till to when she returned back into the palace, all the attacks, all the setups, all the juju they were finding in her apartment despite she was not in the palace, every single thing put together, you will discover that it is more than enough to weigh the Ooni down. And based on this note, everybody is beginning to feel that is the attempt Miriam and Ronke have made to sell his properties, or should I call it attempt, or the selling of his properties, that has even landed him in the hospital. Because the Ooni is one person we know. We all know him to be someone who is very, very discreet about so many things. And if he gets to visit the hospital or not, nobody knows. So for his visiting the hospital this time around beginning to be so obvious, that proves to us that this is not just a normal routine or check that is going on in the hospital, but something is actually happening. And if anything happens, they have already said it. The prominent men said that these women trade with no caution. They behave like they are so right at what they are doing, and in the midst of what they are doing, they are causing so much damage. They are causing more harm than good. And as long as they continue with this, people will continue to be affected by it, but it will not be so obvious. But one day, it will reveal. Hope only landing himself in the hospital right now, it is not the one day the prominent men spoke of. Yes, hope it is not that one day when the women of Ile-Ife came out to say that they should hand over Miriam and Ronke to them. They are tired of hearing of their wahala in the palace. These were the things they were trying to avoid. Definitely, these were the things they were trying to avoid, because what these women are doing right now, what they are portraying right now, in fact, what they are putting up right now, it is beginning to be hilarious. It is beginning to be so out of hand, because when Pastor Jerry told Olori Naomi, do not trade this thing with caution, these women are not taking it as a joke. If you take it as a joke, you will get drowned in the process. This is what he meant. Yes, because what is happening right now is only proving to everybody that has been following this matter, that these women are set to stop at nothing. Yes, at this point, everybody is telling them that they should pray nothing happens to the Ooni now that he's in the hospital, because it should just be a normal routine checkup, like they are trying to convince them. Because if anything happens, there are lots of persons who will come for them. The women of Ile-Ife, the youth of Ile-Ife, the women of Akure, the youth of Akure, the prominent men, the elders of Ile-Ife. Not forgetting Ooni's brother, who has tirelessly come for these women on countless occasions to counter their plans, their agendas, and all they have to achieve in the palace. Let's not forget him. Some days ago, we heard of how the Ooni's brother drove personally into the palace. He has been away from the palace for some days, but he had to drive back into the palace. And on driving back into the palace, he came just to come tell these women, be careful of the things you do. And for someone of that status to come into the palace and tell you people to be careful, then it was worth taking recognition of. But these women threw every single thing away, decided to do whatsoever they want. Now they will have a lot of persons to contend with if any single thing happens to Ooni. Olori Naomi is there. What of Ashley? Ashley, who have tirelessly done every single thing just to remain in the palace. Ashley would have left if not like she's own is betrothed. What of Elizabeth? What of Pedro? What of Temitope? Temitope who have avoided every drama just to stay in the palace and be called the wife of the Ooni of Ife. My people, there are lots of persons these women will fight. Oh, there are lots and lots of people that they will be entangled with on this matter if any single thing there happens to the Ooni. I've not even spoken of the Oni's father. Yes, I've not spoken of the Oni's father who will even strangle them, send them packing out of the palace. Because remember all this why the Oni's father has had it at mind to send these women out of the palace, but for a fact that he will break the record of the king who sent his son's wives packing out of the palace and all of those things, and he handed over to his son, but he felt his reign is far better. He did not allow his son to rule. A lot of things will arise, so many things will come up, and for him to keep his son off the drama, he decided to keep quiet to every single thing happening in the palace right now. And here we are the only at the hospital. It better be a checkup, because even the online in-laws are not agreeing to any single thing happening on this matter. Even the online in-laws, dem dey talk say dem no dey gree. Everybody no wan gree. Nobody wan gree on top this matter. So make we just take see how this whole matter go take play out, because as it is right now, Miriam and Ronke have drawn the battle line. And as long as this whole thing in the palace lasts, they will face the consequences of whatsoever it is they have brought upon themselves. Naomi once told Ronke, this face shall pass away, but the consequences of the things you have created for yourself, you will face it. You will face it in full fold. You will face it like this. And she's facing it. And concerning the Oni, let's hope and pray that nothing better happens, because there are a lot of persons who will come for Miriam and Ronke, and they would definitely not like the taste of the things they will feel, the taste of the things that will come their way. They will not like it. So let's just hope and pray that it's just a normal checkup, it's just a normal routine like they have told us. So let's hope for it, my people.